Welcome to my channel, to everyone who's new here, and of course to those of you who are back again. Great to have you here. In this video we are going to talk about Render, TAO, Kaspa and ONDO. Things remain exciting, so make sure to watch until the end. So, I think that I don't want to say the correction is over, but it looks like it. I can take this target here out. I doubt that we are going to get there. I will still keep that here on the chart because we have there a fair value gap. We had our green trend line and we broke it to the upside, not at $3.53. We moved that price mark to the breakout point. So the breakout here was $3.48 for Render. We broke it to the upside and target was the upper part of the falling wedge. This one right here. So I took profits for Render. This is here the falling wedge. And I'm going to re-enter my long position. If we are going to break to the upside, this is currently at $3.61. Then I think we should see the $4.18 for Render. And if we also break it to the upside, maybe we can get into the top area here again at $4.70 or even get prices up to $5.13 for Render. But for that we have to break the first chart pattern to the upside and have to form more chart patterns to track everything. I would also say, yeah, it is kind of sketchy right now. If we break the $3.46 to the downside, then the chance is even there because this is a good support. Look how often we bounce on that trend line. Look how often we bounced here to the downside. Look how often we bounced here. So if we lose that support, then I think the chance is even very high that we should see the $3.26 again. But as long as we get here rejected at $3.61 and we get a pullback and break the falling wedge to the upside tomorrow, Render looks long to me if that scenario is going to happen. So what about TAO? TAO is not long at the moment. I wanted to wait for the $355. You can already see it. We had so many green candles here, and now we are close to 355 US dollar. We have to see. This here, what I've drew here, is not what I expect at the moment. This was just yesterday to tell you that we can still get lower prices, even down to 314 US dollar, while forming a bullish divergence. Means look how the RSI is pumping up, and we can pump up a bit more. That's not a big deal. But if we sell off and we form here a higher low to this one, then we have a bullish divergence. But on the chart we get on the RSI the higher low, but on the chart we are going to get a lower low. So this is what I have drew here, that this can be possible. But once we break the 355 US dollar to the upside, then it's long to me. TAO would be long to me into the 404 US dollar. And yes, we would be then overbought in my opinion. We would then get somewhere here, but you can already see it. We were oversold for a longer time here as well. So it's just to, the RSI is telling us when we are oversold or overbought. It doesn't mean that just because we go into the oversold area that we are going to jump into a long position and look for a price movement like this. We use the RSI to see when we are oversold, when we are forming bullish divergences, and once we break to the upside. For example, here we also broke to the upside. This was also here bullish divergence. We have same lows in the RSI, we have lower lows in the chart, and we have here our falling wedge in orange, which broke to the upside, and we got some positive momentum. Now I want to see the $355 breaking to the upside. 404 US dollar is going to be the next target. If we break the 404 to the upside, then 437 is going to be the next target. And whenever I put a green trend line, this means long. So if I already have a long position, then I can increase my position size there. But what I also want to do is de-risk a bit. We have here falling wedge. Target is going to be 395 US dollar, and we have there a fair value gap. So what I can imagine is once we break the $355 to the upside, that I take some profits here out of the trade, because we should get rejected, form maybe a higher low, and then we break to the upside. But what can also happen is this right here. So always de-risking. It's better to take profits, because if you take profits, nobody can take it. If you have unrealized profits, that's not a profit. It's just a number. You didn't realize it. It can be gone very, very fast, or even go into losses. So, next coin. Kaspa. Kaspa also very, very close to a breakout. But we have already predicted a nice price movement to the upside. So we have said it's long once we break the 8.3 cents to the upside. And I think the target is also ongoing. 9 cents. We have also here this falling wedge in orange that also breaks to the upside, and we are so close to it. You can see it. We just need here a major push, and then it would be also very positive. But to increase my position size or go into a new long position, I want to see the 8.8 cents breaking to the upside, which is this resistance. If we do, next target 9 cents. If we also break the 9 cents to the upside, next target 9.4 cents for Kaspa. If we break the 9.4 cents to the upside, then I don't think that this is going to be the target. I think our target is going to be here at round about 10.2 cents for Kaspa. But we need to get more evidence, in my opinion. Evidence means to me chart patterns and breakouts. So basically, we have to wait. We have to wait. Maybe the plan is going to change if we get more data. But what I have here right now, it looks good, and it looks like that we are going to get something like this. So next coin, ONDO. ONDO is not long to me because we have said 92.5 cents and I would go into a long position. I got yesterday a comment about ONDO that someone wants to buy Sui and ONDO, and where is a good entry? Do you think we can still drop lower? We can still drop lower. Yeah, we didn't break any kind of bullish chart pattern to the upside. For that, we have to wait at least for the 98 cents. And to be completely bullish, $1.13. You already see how far away this is. So basically, the chance is always there that we can also sell off or we push to the upside. The thing is, those are two scenarios, and whatever is going to happen, I'm probably right, because we can just go up or down. If we go sideways, then I say, yeah, nothing happened yet, you have to wait. So I don't want to give you that kind of analysis. So I already have said that for cryptos, I'm very short-termed. I'm not holding any kind of cryptos. Why that? Because also it's because of taxes. In Germany, it's a bit different for cryptos. You have to pay up to 45% taxes on cryptos if you sell them in the spot area, as long as you don't hold them 1 year. Once you hold them 1 year, it's all tax-free. But the question is, who is going to give me the security that ONDO is not going to sell off by 90% in 1 year? Who knows? That's why I'm very short-termed for cryptos, especially for the altcoins. Yeah, I'm not counting Bitcoin and Ethereum into that kind of short-termed. Bitcoin and Ethereum are there to get accumulated during a bear market. But all the other coins, who knows? So many top 10 coins from the past bull market in 2021, they almost got to zero. Yeah, and they are worth nothing anymore. So anyway, back to ONDO. We already went into 8.5 cents. This is the first touch of our take profit area from our short trades. There we had short trades. This was the first touch point of the take profit area. 79 cents is the maximum target. I would even say the ultra bearish target is going to be 67 cents. And yes, we can get there. But once we break the 92.5 cents to the upside, this is resistance where I would say if we break it to the upside, then with a high chance we should also break this falling wedge to the upside. This falling wedge is telling me the target is going to be over $1.13. And if we break that key level to the upside, ONDO is going to go to $1.60 in my opinion. So this is more like I don't know how to say it in English. In Germany, in German it would be something like a chain reaction. Means we have the first breakout, and this breakout it's going to be like a chain. This is going to cause this breakout. This breakout is going to cause this breakout, and this breakout is going to cause this price movement. So it's going to be a reaction. Yeah, a chain reaction in German. Yeah, let me find out what it's going to be in English, if you even have that kind of word for it. But yeah, it's always going to cause another chart pattern or resistance breaking to the upside, because they are so connected to each other that this can happen. That's why I would say I still expect a pullback right now. Why that? Because 92.7 cents is going to be resistance, and I want it to be resistance. I don't want to see it breaking to the upside right now, because that would tell me that my resistance is not valid. But since we are getting our first red candle, I can imagine that we are going to form a higher low, and from here break to the upside, get our retest, and boom. This should happen in my opinion. With a very high chance, I'm very confident for that. But the traditional market has to play with us tomorrow. Yeah, they shouldn't sell off another 10% for the Magnificent 7. Those 5 or 10%, they hurt a lot, the crypto section. But if the traditional market is going to play on our side, then I think slowly we are going to get a new all-time high for Bitcoin and Ethereum and major pushes. And we are talking not here about 20%, not 30%, also not 40%. For some coins, it's even 100 to 150% without leverage. Now put leverage on it, there is huge potential. And I don't want to miss this out. I hope you also don't want to miss this out. That's why you can follow me. I'm your guy if it goes, if it comes to chart patterns, fair value gaps, and support and resistance. So with that said, we see each other tomorrow.